It's Bout Time with Rashawn's Bout Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil, where we always keep it a Trill 100 Mil. I want to say what's up to my Bout Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang. Thanks again to everyone who has subscribed to the channel so far. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the comments that everybody's been leaving, and and just the overall support. And again, like I always say, y'all, y'all that support me, y'all my About Time Boxing family and my Trill 100 Mil gang. So, I'm gonna always show y'all love. You know what I mean? And I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. I honestly do, and I know I say it in all my videos, but I'm just, that's because I do. Alright, so Shakur Stevenson versus Toka Clary. Shakur Stevenson dominated the fight, pitched the shutout. Now, if you look at the video that I put up, leading up to the fight and my prediction and what I thought, what happened, it happened. I said that, Toka Clary, he can't fight backing up. You heard Timothy Bradley say the same thing. I also said, if Toka allows Shakur Stevenson to get out on him, I said that's going to be it. I said it was going to be target practice. It was target practice for Shakur Stevenson. So, shout out to Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? Congratulations on a beautiful performance. And shout out to Toka Clary too, for just making it through the fight, because honestly, I felt like, midway through the fight, fifth or sixth round, they should have just stopped it. You could see it in his face. You could see it in Clary's face. He wasn't, he was done. I mean, he got hurt with a jab in the first round. He got hurt with a jab in the first round. So, you know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson was just too much for him. You know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson, he's a pimp. And what I mean by that is he gave a poetry and motion performance. You know what I mean? He did. He looked flawless. He got off when he wanted to. You know what I mean? You could see him laughing, at some point in the fight, and he was having, you could just tell he was having fun. It was target practice for him, like I said. You know what I mean? So, everything I said, Clary, of course he's, and he's flat-footed. He don't have no movement. His defense, is flawed. His defense is weak. And as the rounds went on, you could just see it in his face. Like, he actually, Toka Clary to me actually looked like he was hoping that somebody would have threw the towel in, because around he was holding pretty much throughout the fight, but he really, you could just tell, like, he was just trying to survive, in the 8th round, 9th round, you could just tell he was just grabbing Shakur and just trying to hold on. He was just trying to survive. He didn't Shakur Stevenson was too much for him. And even though he doesn't have, Shakur Stevenson, he don't have that one hitter quitter, knockout power yet, but you can see it coming. It's coming, and you can look at him and tell. That's what I'm saying. If you look at when he was an amateur, and then when he first turned pro, and then you look at him now, he vacated his belt at 126 so he can go up to 140. You know what I mean? So he want to fight the guy. He said he was going after the WBO. I think the WBO or WBA. I think it's the WBO. I think he said he was going after that one first, but he said he want to fight Tank. He want to fight Lomachenko. He want to fight JoJo Davis. It's a lot of people. At 130, like 130 is looking real. It's just looking real good. 130 is almost looking like the welterweight division. So much competition. So, I mean, like I said, you can see how he's actually coming into his grown man, strength. And like I said, even though he doesn't have that one punch knockout power yet, but you can just tell he can beat you into submission. He can beat you into quitting. He can out jab you, out combinate you. You know what I'm saying? You can just see it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. This, he's special. Shakur Stevenson, I think, and I know some people probably saying, well, he hasn't really been tested yet, and and I would agree with most of y'all. He hasn't, faced like, major opposition, yet. But he's getting these fights with these guys who are older, who got experience. You know what I mean? And those are the fights that they're trying to test him with. I guess to see how he would measure up, to, a Tank or a Loma or Jojo Davis. And, you know what I mean? So it's 2021 is going to be very interesting for Shakur Stevenson. And I definitely see him winning the title in that division. So he'll be, a champion, a 2-division weight class champion. 2021, he's going, I don't know what belt he's going to take, but he's going to take one of them belts in 2021. You know what I mean? So if anybody that's doubting him, you can go ahead and doubt him. But I'm telling you, you look at this, and even from when he turned pro up until now, you just look at, because even at one point, watching him earlier in his career, I looked at a lot of those things like, man, well, but then, you got to think and realize, he's still young. He just turned pro. He hasn't even fully, physically developed. He hasn't really come into, his man strength yet. But you can really see the skill level. And that this kid is a certified bona fide pro. Without question. You can see it. You can see it quick on the draw. Quick trigger, man. I'm telling you, he's not gun shy at all. Shakur Stevenson is not gun shy. So, like I said, I see a lot of big things coming for him in the future. I think he gave a beautiful performance. Like I said, he pitched the shutout. He won every single round. Period. Every single round. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what y'all think. How did y'all think, he performed last night? Leave me some comments. If y'all think he gave a good performance, tell me why. If y'all think he didn't give a good performance, I want to know that too. Smash the like button. You know what I mean? Tell me what y'all think. Hit that bell to get the latest notifications. And once again, I appreciate my About Time Boxing family and my Trill 100 Mil gang. Before I sign out, I just want to give a couple shout outs. Shout out to Lifestyle Corp. Shout out to Aki TV. Shout out to New Media Boxing. Shout out to Blue Blood TV. Fall Down, Get Up, Crash Boys. Shout out to Crash Boys. And support the Darrell's Chance Foundation. That's Anthony Darrell. That's his nonprofit. He got a foundation, so support that. And Badu Jack, the Badu Jack Foundation, support the Badu Jack, foundation too. And anybody that's doing anything good or positive, you know what I mean? Like, this is what Rashawn's About Time Boxing is about. We not about, no negativity. We don't hate on nobody. We want to encourage, everybody to put their best foot forward. You know what I mean? Because, listen, look at everything that's going on in the world now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so life is just too short, for people to be, to be on that Chris Brown, to be on that BS. So, just always just give somebody, say something positive. Give an encouraging word to somebody. You know what I mean? So, okay, again, if you're watching this video for the first time, subscribe to the channel, please. I appreciate it very much. Rashawn's About Time Boxing. Mr. Trill 100 Mil. We gone.